All right there. Hello, friends. Welcome to your live Scorpio next 10-day weekly reading here on my channel, Healing Tea Talk. My name is Myra, and I am so excited to be here with you guys this evening. Um, just a second. Sorry about that. But I'm glad to be out here with you guys to do next 10-day reading, February 7th through the 17th. Remember, time is fluid. I do believe that whenever you watch this video, it will be the ideal time for you to watch it. If this is your first time watching my channel or joining me, thank you so much. So glad that you guys have decided to click on this video. What else do I want to say? Also, check me out on a daily basis. I do a daily live tarot reading every morning. It is for a collective audience, not a particular zodiac sign, but it's called the Morning Tea Message. So I would love for you guys to join me roughly around between 9 and 10:30 roughly, but click the notification bell so you can be notified when I go live and you can join me live, okay? So I usually say a quick prayer, guys, before I get started. So I'm going to do that now and get into guidance for my Scorpio friends. Also, welcome cross watchers to this reading. So, Father, I thank you for my Scorpio friends and all those watching. I pray for clear guidance. Thank you for the highest level of guidance and clarity. Thank you, Archangel, Spirit Guides of the highest, most holy, divine order. Thank you, ancestors. And thank you, Jesus. Amen. All right, guys. So the first card from the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connections deck is everyone is just trying to do their best, Scorpio friends. Okay, so this card talks about there being two types of people. There are those you love now, and then there are those that you will love. Okay? Until there's only one type of person, and then you'll probably start over again. Hi, Golden Amazon. Hi there. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, thank you for being here. Golden Amazon is part of my healing tea tribe in the morning. So glad to see her out here. So yeah, first card out. Everyone is doing their best, Scorpio. And then we have love is the reason here. So this is saying each person in your life is there for a reason. And that reason always has something to do with love. So this is also people's motivation. So even if they do not, even if people, this could be you, but if people or you are doing something and it is not coming across as optimal. Hi, Gary. How are you? The motivation is love, regardless of how it's coming across. Okay, so someone's motivation is good, it's love. They're doing the best that they can, right? Whether it is like weird, janky, or whatever it is, their intentions are good. All right, and then you were born with that it quality, Scorpio. So if you're wondering what is beautiful, it's confidence, um, what is powerful, persistence, and what is really sexy, and that is not needing to be needed. So you have this whole confident, passionate thing going on, Scorpio, it looks like, okay, over the next 10 days. Let's get another guidance card for you guys out of the Goddess Guidance deck here for my Scorpio friends, February 7th through the 17th, here or there. Time is fluid. All righty. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the links are in the description box. So we have Goddess Mott here, which is about fairness. This card says that this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So again, I feel like it has something to do with everybody's doing their best. Yeah, there could be. We'll get more guidance on the situation. And then we have Goddess Bast, which is about independence, being a foundation for your strength and success. Okay. So we have a few interesting clues here. Alrighty. Um, Maybe I will get one guidance from the Angel Guidance deck for you Scorpio friends out there. All right, so I have here, what do you desire? And this card says, you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they will rush in to your life as if by magic. All right, so getting really clear on what it is that you want, and then you also have the reward yourself card here, Scorpio. So let's do your spread and see what all of this is about, friends. All righty. So let's get your overall energy for February 7th through the 17th. There is a full moon in Leo coming up on Sunday. How that could impact you could be that. As far as like your hidden desires and impulses could surface, right? The moon is about hidden emotion. Um, some of those things you could have the courage to even face some hidden emotion that you have, and I think what do you desire could allude to that somewhat, Scorpio. So three cards fell out for you guys. Very interesting. The first card is the Hanging Man. Okay. This card can be about there being a delay or something with respect to timing. Alrighty. It also, the Hanging Man is about, it can be a very Zen energy. In this case, it's like there's a hang up, a snag, or a delay. Alrighty. The Ace of Pentacles is here, which is about there being a golden financial opportunity. Our Pentacles energy is our earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but more so, it is also about, physical blessings, resources coming into fruition. Okay. And then I see here a Three of Swords, which is about some kind of disappointment or letdown. All right. So I don't know if there's a business transaction or deal, something that you were really looking forward to. There could be a snag or a delay or some kind of disappointment. Okay. Let's get the what is the what is the potential challenge? Although you guys may feel like, well, that is a challenge. Okay. But what's the crossing energy for my Scorpio friends, Holy Spirit, February 7th through the 17th? Okay. So some of you may be wanting to embark on something independently. Okay. And it looks like it can be very successful, a very successful venture. If there is a delay, just keep in mind that you do have a very bright future, Scorpio, and not to worry about the outcome. Everything is going to be fine. So you could have a fresh start in something, right? Um, Coming up. And it could not be going in the timing that you want it to happen, but this is successful energy. The Nine of Pentacles is an independent energy, very entrepreneurial, someone who has worked very hard to be successful. It's also energy. The Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana that talks about things moving in your favor. So there's something, the Wheel of Fortune can also be perceived as karma. Um, some of you could probably use some good luck or good karma or things going your way. Um, but I do see some good guidance cards here, which is about things working out fairly in your favor. And there's going to be a bright future, so don't worry. You also have in your crossing energy the Ace of Swords, which is about clarity, honesty, being truthful, honest with yourself. And then the Devil card is here, which could mean that sort of maybe your challenge is being realistic about the time frame and rolling something out. Okay. Be realistic and honest about your need for resources. How much is it really going to cost to get something off the ground that you're trying to do? Okay. What is the foundational energy for this reading, Holy Spirit? What is Scorpio wondering about? Okay. So the Ace of Swords and the Moon card, right? I talked about that full moon in Leo coming up on Sunday. So I think there are some hidden truths, some things you don't know about, Leo. Um, yeah, there's something, things are moving slowly and you're not really sure why. Okay. So there is some truth. There're just some details, maybe some facts, some details that you're not sure about. Before you sign anything, sometimes the Ace of Swords is about contracts. So before you sign anything, Leo, make sure you know all of the details involved in something. And I feel like there's something you want to get moving, but you can't move until you have all of the information or details, which is what this Eight of Wands card could be about, is information slowly coming in that allows you to move forward. But it's like something's getting off to a slow start. I think you know what you want to do, but it could be taking a minute to really get something off of the ground. Okay, what is the recent past for my Scorpio friends, please? Recent past for my Scorpio friends. Thank you, Holy Spirit, highest level of divine clarity and guidance. Recent past. So that moon card is very much your energy, Scorpio. All right. Recent past for my Scorpio friends. Thank you. All right, guys. So we have the Six of Pentacles. Maybe there was someone who said they would help you with something here. And the Knight of Wands, which can be a little bit of flighty energy. It's also Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo energy. Okay. And so there could have been a person who kind of showed up in your life and was like, I'll help you. There's an Ace of Cups here too. So it could have been a love interest. Okay. Someone you met in the past who showed up in your life. Could it be in the recent past who showed up and seemed like a very helpful person. This could also, the Six of Pentacles is about there being reciprocity, give and take in something. And so this could have definitely been how they showed up as seeming like they would be someone very helpful. You could have been at a crossroads about which direction to go with this person. And then there's a tower here. Could have been in your career life or your work environment. There may have been a big change. Okay, let's get a look at the crowning energy. All right, guys. So an Ace of Wands, which is divine inspiration and passion. You could have had a very passionate connection with someone, okay? And be very indecisive about it. The Two of Swords is air energy, Gemini, Libras, or Aquarius, but it's more so like there's a blind spot, right? It looks like your passion for something is your passion could be your blind spot, Scorpio. Like it could be really good sex, but there's a state of indecisiveness. Like there's something somebody doesn't want to see. Okay. And then there's the Page of Pentacles here, which is about starting something new. So as it relates to a career, it just looks like there is some, really good energy. Like there's a good, business or career opportunity for sure. And it could have gotten off to a slow start, but it seems like there are people willing to help you. It looks like there's a lot of financial stability here. As far as love is concerned, though, it looks like there was a quick start, a passionate start with someone. Let's look at the potential outcome. A Ten of Wands, more fire energy. Okay. Something is a lot of responsibility. Somebody's carrying a lot of weight and responsibility. The Fool card is here, could have some trouble getting something off the ground because there's some loose ends that need to be tied up. You could have a lot of plates spinning, could have children or a family or somebody from your past that you may want to start over with, Scorpio. But it feels like either a tough time is coming to an end, like you've been working really hard to the point of exhaustion on something, and it's almost the burden and weight of something is almost to an end where you can start over, maybe with someone from your past. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers here and see if we can make more sense of this. All right, Holy Spirit, can we clarify this Hanging Man and Ace of Pentacles? Okay, so we have the Two of Swords again, you guys, which is about needing more time for something. Somebody may need more time to make a decision. Somebody may need more time. Um, there's a blind spot, perhaps. There could be a lack of communication or a lack of understanding. Like you don't have all the information, or you could be acting with very little information and not a lot of detail. But the Hanging Man and the Two of Swords is really clear. There's some kind of timing issue. And then there's an Ace of Wands here, which is all about, you have the Ace of Wands twice, which is about passion and, really feeling like a connection is a happily, it's what you wanted, it's what you desired. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Okay. So someone could be resistant to change, Scorpio. You are the person you're dealing with, but things are moving slowly. You could be holding on tightly to your resources, even though you have the Ace of Swords came up down here. So you have an idea. There's something that you feel like you have clarity about, communication about, but it's not matching your actions, maybe. So it's like you have this new passion, but you're indecisive. You have a download, a clarity about a direction you want to go in, a good idea, but you're being conservative. You won't act on it. So it's like sort of passive aggressive behavior. What's the Three of Swords? It could be a fear of disappointment, so you won't act on the things that you feel. What's the Three of Swords? Yeah, in both of these, look at both of these cards. The person's heart is definitely guarded. Okay, someone is very protective of their money, very protective of their heart. Okay, what is the crossing energy, Holy Spirit? Can we clarify the Nine of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune for my Scorpio friends? All right, so the devil is in all of these details. This is a Capricorn card. And then the Four of Swords is also here, which is about, and the Sun. Very interesting. Okay, so if you're getting into a partnership or thinking about it, I think you need to think about it before you get into it, before you become tethered to something toxic, or there's some decision you're trying to make, Scorpio, but you need to really look at the details. One, so that you won't be disappointed. Two, be careful of who you become tethered to. Okay. It just feels like something has been presented as a golden opportunity, perhaps, but it comes with strings attached. Okay. Which is why this Independence card is here, and maybe you need to do something on your own. All right. What's this Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, and Ace of Swords? Okay, so the Eight of Cups is about someone walking away. It's your energy, Scorpio. Maybe you walked away from a situation because you weren't feeling fulfilled, or you feel like there's more to the situation than meets the eye. You feel the void, like something's missing. There are some details that are missing. Something may not be feeling quite right. And then there's a Five of Wands here, which is about disagreement, competition, discord, and strife. Okay. Hi there, God's anointed daughter. Yeah, something's not quite right. It feels like you guys are maybe walking away from drama. Definitely seeking the truth. A lot of truth seeking, it looks like. There is a King of Wands, maybe a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo in the mix here that you could not be seeing eye to eye with, or you could be taking on this energy, Scorpio, which is about following your passions, right? Your inspiration and your passion. Okay. But there is some kind of drama or conflict that you seem to be wanting to get away from, walk away from in search of truth. All righty. What is this past energy? Can we clarify? Okay, so yeah, there's some kind of golden opportunity that came up in the past that you guys could be dealing with an earth sign, a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But there was a golden opportunity presented to you guys in the past. It looks, even if it's career oriented or love, um, something was offered that you wanted to act on. What's the Ace of Wands and Two of Swords? Interesting, Gary. All right, so the Ace of Wands, you got Ace of Wands twice. So it looks like it's like very passionate. The Ace of Wands is divine inspiration. It also is a phallic symbol for great, great, great sex. Like it seems like the connection is there's a lot of passion. Communication could be an issue though. Okay, so it's like you guys could have trouble communicating, a lot of misunderstanding. And then the Seven of Swords here, which is again kind of it's air energy. So for some of you, it's involving a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person, but something's not right about it. A lot of passion, not a lot of honesty. And then there's a Five of Pentacles, which is when somebody gets shut out, like someone was shut out, ignored, walked away from, somebody was left out in the cold. Things could have gone silent, and you're like trying to figure out what is going on. I thought we were working together, and then somebody could have made a unilateral decision to just end things. Like, I'm not doing it. But there is some dishonesty here as it relates to communication. There are some trust issues for sure. Somebody could be shutting down. I have the Devil card here. It's like somebody knows something's not quite right. It's starting to resonate with them. They're starting to understand something's not right. And so it may not be moving forward. Lots of passion, not a lot of honesty. Okay, let's clarify this Ten of Wands, the Fool, and Six of Cups. It feels like there was a big, big buildup and then a letdown. Someone could have overpromised and underdelivered, maybe. So justice. So things are going to work out fairly. This is a Libra card, a major arcana, but rest assured in the outcome, things are going to work out fairly and justly. Okay. So that we do know. We also see the Empress card here, which is about it being the perfect timing to start something, which this Fool card is also sort of about starting over, right? Okay. So this is about, starting over, things moving in your favor with this Wheel of Fortune card. So it's like the perfect time to start something. The Empress is also sort of like good conception energy. So if somebody is feeling like there's a lot of passion up here in your crowning energy, Scorpio. So if you don't want to get pregnant, be very cautious, because this is a card of fertility. And then I had two Ace of Wands, which is like really good sexual chemistry. So if you have great sex and very poor communication, just be mindful, because somebody could end up pregnant. But the Wheel of Fortune is about things shifting and moving in your favor. There is a Nine of Swords, though, which is about worry. So somebody is still very much in their head. You could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, who is still sort of nervous about maybe reconciliation or starting something new. It could be a legal matter. It could be an issue regarding child support or children as well in the mix here. Like a court case involving children, perhaps. Let's see, what's the Six of Cups? Thank you. Okay, Seven of Cups as a clarifier. So there's a little bit of confusion because there are some options. There are some options. And then the Wheel of Fortune again. So things are shifting in your favor, Scorpio, for sure. You have the it factor. Okay. There is something that you guys are needing to be very persistent about. Make sure that you see it through to completion. There's a need for persistence, and you're getting a little help from the universe, that things are working out in your favor. Things are working out divinely in your favor. Okay. So you're getting a nudge, like the universe is helping you, one, to see truth, discover truth, um, act on your ambitions, act on your plans, but be, there's some stuff you don't know. There are some secrets involved here, um, that may come to light later. So there's a reserved energy. Like you're like, if somebody is making you an offer, you're sort of like, yeah, okay. Like you're not acting real quickly, and you need time to decide something. It's very clear here. You're saying, no, I need time to figure that worked through. It's going to take some patience and courage, right? Again, more Leo energy, but a major arcana here is strength, which is going to take bravery, courage, and strength to move forward, especially as it relates to love with this Knight of Cups here. So somebody's got to work through some things to even in the love department, because there are some trust issues. There's some things that are not being honest, whether it's you, Scorpio, or your person. There are some things that were not done maybe ethically, some things that were not, the truth wasn't necessarily told. All the truth did not come out. It came out slowly. There was something in the mix that wasn't quite right. And so there's a need to sort of, somebody is like, mm, starting over could be sort of tough because there's a lot of things they remember. It's a weighty situation, a lot of responsibility. So it's like, and like I said, it's something that could be involving children. And so it's a little difficult to get a fresh start, um, because the Seven of Cups is about dreamy energy. Sometimes it's being idealistic, um, and maybe not as realistic about a situation. Hi, Kirky. So yeah, okay. All right, Gary, I hear you. So yeah, so that's the situation with my Scorpio friends. Your guidance is everything is going to work out fairly. Okay, there is going to be things are going to turn out in a fair and just manner. Your future does look bright, Scorpio, but there is a lot of independent energy, and your success is going to definitely has a lot to do with you acting independently. No need to worry. Everything is going to work out fine. It looks like, with some persistence, um, things sort of pan out. Okay. And if you are trying to start something new, it looks like you do it. You may be a little confused or unsure, but it looks like you're certainly ready to move forward, ready you will have the opportunity to move forward. Okay. With somebody from your past. It may be a little cloudy, right? Because you are a water sign, you could have a tendency to idealize the situation. So you could be idealistic and not realistic. You could romanticize the past, which allows you to move forward with something that, maybe with the same person, but there's a need for truth. Like you're foggy on the details, foggy on the facts, and foggy on the truth. There's definitely some dishonesty stuff here. But regardless of what came across, I do feel like the person's intentions were good, right? It's like people who do things. Um, this is gonna sound really bad, but it's like when a guy cheats and he's like, "Well, I didn't tell you because I love you," and you're like, "What the fuck?" But it's like that. Like somebody did something that wasn't optimal. Scorpio. Okay. It could be you or them. And it's like, they don't handle it right. And that's what it feels like. Someone didn't handle it right. They didn't tell the truth. It slowly starts to come out. It's like, you're like, oh, mm-mm. So they did not handle it right. But I do think that someone would definitely tell you love is the reason. Like, I do love you. And it's like, how could someone who loves me lie to me? How could someone who loves me do whatever this dishonest Seven of Swords thing is that they didn't come clean about or tell the truth about? Okay. But it does work out fairly. And I do have an I heart you card, which means I love you. You are loved, Scorpio, and somebody is willing to go where you go. They want to be with you. I just think they did not handle the situation in an optimal way, whether it was the Scorpio or the person that they're dealing with. But things do level out, they do turn out fairly and justly. It feels like truth prevails. The truth does prevail. Things turn out fairly. There's some honesty, like things come out. Um, and you guys are, and there is some reconciliation here. But I think it's because Scorpio, you are, and it could be because Valentine's Day is coming up too. And so um, there's a willingness to sort of smooth things over and not see things in this very swordsy Queen of Swords way. It's more of like a idealistic view of the relationship, and that may allow you guys to get back on track. Okay. But I do see a bright future. And unconditional love is here as well. So that could be why you guys are willing to start over, because there is genuine love there, Scorpio. You love yourself and you love this person unconditionally. So the truth comes out, but you still love them. That's just where you are. Okay. Some of you could stay with the person because you may end up pregnant, or you're like, oh gosh, I'm having a baby, or, it could be that simple. But otherwise, there is unconditional love here. And you guys are willing to work. You're willing to work on this, and you have the strength to keep moving forward in this scenario. Okay. But I will tell you, Cross Watcher, they are almost at their wits' end. So if you guys are pushing them and it's like you got one more good strike and it may be over, okay? So just be mindful. It could go either way, right? Somebody is almost at their wits' end, but they do have a lot of love, a lot of unconditional love. And then this Mary Magdalene card is here, which is also, right, sort of a motherly energy as well, okay? So definitely a lot of loving, motherly, nurturing energy, which is also that moon energy is a feminine energy, right? So it's a lot of loving, nurturing energy, willing to overlook a wrong to keep the relationship going. And 3333 is on my timer. All right. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Scorpio reading over the next couple of weeks. I mean, looks like love prevails even in the face of dishonesty. That's what it looks like. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to check me out click the notification bell so we can be together and do our thing in the morning for the morning tea message. I also do on the spot readings during my morning tea messages. So if you want a personal reading, you could get one in real time after the general collective reading. I do break it down. For a on the spot reading, they're $20.20. Or if you want to book a personal reading, you can go to my website at healingteatalk.com and book a reading there as well. Okay. Or if you, just like to donate to my channel and be a blessing, feel free. The link is in the description box below. All right. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Friday night and a very safe and beautiful weekend. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.